Hey folks, what's going on? Welcome to Coach Gav Live, episode 55 with me, your host, Coach Gav from Kildare Strength and Fitness. So, getting back to some kind of normalcy routine-wise, so video is going to become slightly more frequent as we're going along in. So, mentor of mine, someone I would look up to, had posted, Morty had posted, Wednesday? Earlier this week, he had posted about kind of that, he proposed a question asking, do you know what you need to do? And something I was quite fascinated with, and because that's often something that we tell ourselves, you know. So, right, let's go back before we go forward. So, over the past 2 years or slightly more, been doing a lot of self-development work, self-expansion work, and basically, like an onion, peeling back all the layers, finding kind of the core, the root of things, and then rebuilding as you go along. Because often what happens is the Captain America shield. So stripping back all of these layers until we get to the core, until we get into the middle. And then, because oftentimes what happens is when we've issues here on the outside, on the outer rim, on the surface, the things we see and feel and live every single day, oftentimes the root or the cause of those issues start from the middle. They start from the inside. And we can address, plaster over, cover over the stuff on the outside, but until we fix what's on the inside, nothing really is ever going to change. We might tide it over for the time being, and then it rears its head again as time goes on. Maybe there's certain situations we get triggered by, and everything flares up then as well. So, kind of, I made the decision to address what was going on the inside, so that the stuff on the outside would change, so that you're not having the same issues or the same routines or the same pitfalls or the same habits occurring over and over again. And it's easier said than done to kind of say, oh yeah, you know, just go and kind of, you know, look inside yourself, or kind of do some work on yourself, do some self-development, because it's something that you kind of need to be guided through or to be coached through. That's not my area of expertise. It's not something I delve into. It is something that kind of I would highlight with people, saying, hey, maybe this is an area you might need to look into. So again, Morty's someone that I have gone through that with on like on to a certain point. But also the book Loving What Is by Byron Katie allowed me and those who have read it, as far as I can see, to be able to address, like, so this situation goes on. So a situation happens and we have an emotional reaction to it. And based off our emotional reaction, we want to react a certain way. Now, if we remove that emotion in the middle, our reaction will be different. So we'll come back to this topic another day, because I can see already I'm going off on a complete tangent. But so kind of questioning yourself, or questioning the thoughts we have or the stories we tell ourselves, which are often lies we tell ourselves to provide us with comfort or solace, or allow us to hide from the realities we face. But only by facing realities can we truly grow, can we truly develop strength. And it's like we have a saying here: true strength, true struggle. So that's TRUE, so true strength, so your true strength, or your maximum strength, your maximum ability, true struggle. So without the struggle, we can't achieve our highest form, or the best version of ourselves. So to come back to what we're talking about, Morty posed the question, do you know what you need to do to achieve what you want to achieve? And you kind of, the reality is, yes, we do know. Think of any goal or any situation you have. Let's say you want to get stronger. Do you know what you need to do to get stronger? The answer for probably 99 out of 100 people is Yeah, I know I need to go to a gym or go to a trainer, go to a coach. I know I need to be doing more than I'm doing now. Maybe I need to lift more often. I need to lift more in terms of weight. I need to have a more well-rounded program. Okay, so we know what we need to do training-wise. You want to lose a bit of weight. You want to change the shape of your body. You want to improve your health. Do you know what you need to do there? Well, actually, yeah, that's true. I do. I need to eat more kind of fruits and veggies. I probably should lay off the junk food and the processed food too much. Whoops. There we go. Lay off the processed food, the junk food too much. Not overindulge. Probably need to manage my stress a bit better. Need to learn how to manage my stress better. Probably should be getting more sleep. And I probably need to be a bit more active as well. So you know those things. Those two things I've just told you aren't news. That's not groundbreaking. That's not going to be like trending on Twitter or anything. Like, oh, Jesus Christ, he's figured it out, okay? You want to be in a better financial situation. Okay, well, I want to improve my finances, so what can I do? Well, I could either earn more money, I could stop wasting as much money, and I could decrease my overheads. Okay, well, that's not news to any of us. If you want to improve your relationships in life, well, I probably should be more open and honest and be more connected. Probably should be more present when I'm with people. Probably should be off my phone a bit more when I'm with them as well. So, okay, yeah, I should probably show interest in what they're interested in, and should make more dedicated time for each other. So again, that's nothing new. That's not a surprise. That's not going, Jesus, he's figured it out. The man has fixed all of the relationships in the world. Okay, that's nothing new. You have an issue, you have a problem, you have a grievance with someone. I'm not going to call it beef because we're not rappers. This isn't a rap game. Okay, we don't have beef with each other. Okay, you want to improve that situation? Well, let's just sit down and talk, clear up any understanding, accept blame if I'm in the wrong. Let things go if I'm not in the wrong. There's so many things like you know what to do to improve those situations. So the first question is, do you know what you need to do? And it's really it's a loaded question, to be fair. The answer is yeah, you do. And you might be sitting there thinking, well, Gav, I actually didn't know that. And you know what? Maybe you didn't. But you do know that in life, if we don't know something, there's this super secret group of people called, guess what? Professionals. And if you're missing knowledge about something, or you don't know something, I'm not great with cars. I'm not a mechanic. But I do know that there are a group of people called mechanics who are professionally trained to know about cars. So I now know, if I don't know how to fix my car, I know that there's people who know how to do it. You know what I mean? So, you may not have the information right now, but you absolutely know that there is someone out there that does have it. You just need to be proactive and go and figure it out. You need to connect with that person. You need to hire that person, be it for a little time or a long time. You need to go and fill that gap of knowledge. And then, now you know. And you might be thinking, okay, fair point. You make a really good point. The beard of knowledge strikes again. Action is the next step. Figure out what you want to do. Figure out what you want to achieve. Do you know what you need to do to make that a reality? Yes, I do. Okay, let's take action. No, I don't. Okay, let's figure out that information to make this a reality and then take action. Probably shouldn't use my middle finger for that one. It's that straightforward. So we're at the start of November now. We're at the 8th, 9th of November, somewhere in that region. The rest of the year is going to fly by. And before you know it, we're going to be singing For Auld Lang Syne, wrapping arms around one another, promising that 2018 is going to be my year. I'm going to do it. I'm going to lose that weight. I'm going to join the gym. I'm going to change my life. And not all New Year's resolutions are bullshit. but just make sure that there's action that goes with it. So what we're going to do over the next few weeks here to round out the year is to start giving you some practical tools and information, almost like a workshop through Facebook Live, where you guys can start taking information and put it into use. And then when you put that information into use, you can avoid the pitfalls that you've previously done. And some of these things is going to be tough, because it's going to be calling yourself on your bullshit and saying, hey, guess what? You're not doing what you need to do to get what you want. And that's kind of, we've a handful of rules here, and that's kind of one of them, is that, okay, batch is about to go here. So you know what, we're going to wrap it here so we don't lose the video. Thanks for your time. I will talk to you all probably tomorrow. Take it easy, good luck, God bless.